Joining us now for their reaction and thoughts on the situation at Stellenbosch University, our Stellenbosch University SRC chairperson Viwe Kobokana and SASCO Tsietsie Mashinini branch chairperson Queen Majikijela. Good evening, ladies, and thank you very much for your time in joining us tonight here on In Focus. As far as this incident is concerned, Viwe, let me begin with you. From the SRC point of view, what's your perspective and reaction to firstly the incident, but also the reaction from the institution?
Thank you so much for having me. I think our reaction as the SRC is shock and disappointment and heinous thing that's occurring. It's a very heinous thing that's occurred in our university, and I think that in terms of the university's response, I think we're at a place now as a student body where we want words to be met with action. I think the university has released their statement in terms of the intention for how this is going to proceed. And I think we are going to sit and watch what's going to happen. We're going to watch if there's going to be actual intentional consequences for the student, and if the consequences are going to match the gravity of the situation.
Yeah, Queen, what's the reaction to the institution not expelling but rather suspending while an investigation is ensuing into the matter of the video that has gone viral?
Well, our reaction is simple. We want the university to expel the student, but we understand that investigation has to happen in order for the student to be expelled. So we wait for the investigation to happen. Hopefully the university does not take as much time as they usually do to get things running and to get the student expelled.
Yeah. Of course, these things or this particular incident happens in a historical context, in a cultural context, a lot of context where students have been fighting at some point for reforms at institutions of higher education, including this one in the Western Cape. Do you think the institutions have gone far enough in addressing the deeper, often hidden issues around a lack of transformation at these institutions? Queen?
The incident that has taken place, it is something that doesn't come to us as a shock, because these incidents is something that happens on a daily basis to colored students and black students on this campus. Yes, the university speaks about transformation, but when does the transformation take place and how does it take place? We hear the university speaking about transformation, but we do not see this transformation taking place. So this is something that's being faced on a daily basis. The only reason why, as to Ubabalo's incident went viral, is because he had video footage of what has happened. What about those that does not have any evidence to support their incidences? So we are tired of the university speaking about transformation, but not actually materializing this transformation for us as black and colored students to feel safe on this campus.
Yeah. What would be the fundamental change in conditions that would give you that assurance that there is not just at face value but real transformation?
We want the university to put action to their words. If this incident was vice versa, the black student would have been expelled immediately. Why then does the university have to follow measures that has no end when it comes to a white student walking to a black student's room? We want the university to materialize. When they talk about transformation, we want the transformation to happen today. We are tired of critical engagements taking place, but then after those critical engagements, we go back to our res rooms and we move on as if nothing has happened. We want the university to materialize the transformation. The university speaks about the 2040 vision. We want to see that 2040 vision in 2020 and not 2040.
Have there been any fundamental shifts towards institutional transformation following the protests that we have seen, for example, earlier in 2017 or even earlier than that?
I think with the university, this is something the SRC is engaged with the institution on many a time, is that the shifts have taken place on paper. The plans are there, the policies are there, the procedures are there to ensure that transformation does take place, but the follow-through is where this institution lacks, and that's something that we struggle with on a daily basis with students, as students and student leaders. I think beyond follow-through on the plans that have been set out for how we can
Okay, apologies. I think Viwe, there, your system has frozen, so we'll try to get back to Viwe and get that view. But Queen, taking your cues from this particular incident and the other incidents that you've already mentioned that are continuing to